Welcome back, children. So we shall see the pending topic phylum Hemichordata. Actually, this Hemichordata, before it was kept under a phylum Chordata, but absence of true notochord, scientists they found that and they have put under a previous phylum, that is Hemichordata. And who first separated this Hemichordata from chordata means Hyman, Hyman, 1959. Okay, Hyman, Hyman, 1959. So this man only, he only separate this Hemichordata phylum from the chordata, and he was put under a invertebrate only. Is that clear? So why he has separated Hemichordata from chordata means because of the absence of true notochord. Because of the absence of true notochord. For that only they have kept under a separate group Hemichordata. You remember Hyman, H for H. Hemichordata, Hyman. Here, that is the first point. Earlier considered as subphylum under phylum Chordata, because of the absence of a notochord, now it was kept under a separate phylum Hemichordata, and it was separated by Hyman in the year of 1959. And these animals are very, very small, like a worm-like marine animals only. We can see only in marine areas, exclusively marine animals. Hemichordata groups are exclusively marine animals. Here we can see organ system level of organization. Here we can see digestive system is complete, respiratory system we can see, and we can see the circulatory system also, nervous system also. So organ system level of organization we can see. And body was bilaterally symmetrical, will get a equal half when we cut into the center area. And it is triploplastic. We can see germ layers, ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm, coelomate. Coelomates mean true coelom can be seen. True coelom can be seen. Okay. And cylindrical, the body is cylindrical. The structure is like this. This probiosis we can see, and we can see the collar-like structure, and we can see the tail-like structure. So the body is like a cylindrical structure. That's the thing we call it as cylindrical body. And circulatory system is of open type. I told you all invertebrates are open type. If circulatory system is present, it is all open type except the group Annelida, okay, earthworm group. And the body is divided into three parts: probiosis, collar, trunk. Okay, the body is divided into three parts: probiosis, collar, and trunk. Is that clear, children? The body is divided into three parts of Hemichordata. First one, probiosis, okay, it is a triangular shape. And second, we can see collar, it is not elongated. This is like a collar structure. We can see a probiosis like this, and we can see a collar, and it was narrow and it towards the so this is the structure. So probiosis and collar, this region we can call it as collar, and this tail-like structure we can call it as trunk. So three parts of the body: probiosis, collar, and trunk. Circulatory system is of open type, and respiration takes place through gills. Okay, I will show you the internal structure of Balancolysis, and you can able to see where the location of gills. And excretory organ is present in Probiasis gland. It is very, very primitive character. Excretory organs we can see in this region. Okay, Probiasis gland only we can see the excretory organ. What is the excretory organ means? Glomerulus. We have learned in the grade 10, no? What is glomerulus? It's a unit of excretion. So only the unit alone will present. There is no presence of kidney and all. So only the glomerulus unit alone will be seen in the probiosis region. So excretory organ can be seen in the probiosis gland. And sexes are separate, like male separately and female separately. And fertilization is external, because it is a marine organism, so it started to release sperm and egg in the water. So fertilization takes place in the water, and afterwards we can see the formation of zygote larva and adult. So we can call it as development as indirect. Indirect means zygote, larva and adult organisms we can see. And what is the common example for this group? Melanogolysis and Sarcogolysis. All are marine worm animals. I think you got a concept regarding hemichordate. Under hemichordate, you want to remember true notochord is absent. All are worm-like, very small worm-like animals only. And here the remaining organ system level of organization, bilaterally symmetrical, coelomate, two coelomate, cylindrical. Body is divided into three parts like probiosis, collar and trunk, and circulatory system is of open type. Respiration takes place through gills. Excretory organ is present on the Probiasis gland and sexes are separate. Fertilization is external, development is indirect, and the example is Melanogolysis and Sarcogolysis. Now I will explain the internal structure and you can able to understand very clearly. So this is the structure of the anatomy of the Melanogolysis. Now the Melanogolysis structure, external structure was given. External structure was given in your NCERT book. Okay, now I will explain the. So now look at this. This is the Melanogolysis structure, children. This is marine animal, no? So now the tip portions we can call it as probiosis, and we can see the collar, very short collar, not a very lengthy collar, short collar, followed by a trunk. Is that clear, children? So this is the external structure, and I will just explain the internal structure also. So I told you the triangular shape, it starts with the organism is probiosis. Okay, first one, it is a probiosis. And here you want to remember, here we are telling animals are coelomate. Coelomate means here it is going to started with the vertebrate group. Coelomate itself will tell it is divided into three parts. Okay, what are the three parts? Protocoel. What are the three parts of seal means? Protocoel. First one is protocoel. P for P, you remember. Under probiosis we can see protocoel. Okay, a cavity which is present in the probiosis we can call it as protocoel. And come to the mid region, in the collar region we can see a seal. If seal is present, that we can call it as mesocoel. Okay, here we can call it as mesocoel. So first one protocoel in the probiosis, and near to the collar region we can see mesocoel. And where we can see the metacoel means after the collar, next to this regions all together we can see the metacoel. All to the regions we can call it as metacoel. Is that clear, children? So first part you want to remember probiosis. In the probiosis we can see protocoel, and in trunk region, collar regions we can see a mesocoel, and after collar followed by all those parts we can call it as trunk. So trunk regions we can see metacoel. And here though it is a coelomate, it was divided into three seals. Okay, protocoel, mesocoel and metacoel. Is that clear, children? So it is divided into protocoel, mesocoel, metacoel, because slowly it is all going to advance. So simply we won't call it as coelomate. Coelomate is correct exactly, but it is divided into three parts: protocoel, mesocoel, metacoel. I think now you got an idea regarding the coelomate. Now probiosis is clear. Protocoel, metacoel, mesocoel is clear. As I told in the previous slide, the unit of excretory unit is present in the Probiasis gland. Now look at that, no? Now look at that. This is the Probiasis gland. There only we can see the glomerulus. So this is only a red color, no? This is only we can call it as excretory unit. It will run around the body. So what is glomerulus? Excretory unit is present. Don't ever forget, excretory unit is present in the Probiasis gland. Is that clear? What is the excretory unit? Excretory unit is glomerulus. So now I have covered probiosis and three seals: protocoel, metacoel, mesocoel, and glomerulus is excretory unit. It is present in the Probiasis gland. Is that clear? And next we can see near to the glomerulus we can see the heart, because all primitive organisms we can't expect what we have, no. So heart is present near to the glomerulus unit. Heart is present near to the glomerulus unit. So here only we can see the heart. Heart is present near to the glomerulus unit. Is that clear, children? And next, when a point is given, that we can call it as stomogod. Okay. What is stomogod actually? Normally, in Balancolysis like Hemichordata, we are telling notochord is not a true notochord. So we can see a notochord like structures will be present. Why they have kept under a separate Hemichordata? Because true notochord is absent. If true notochord is absent, we can see notochord like structures. Okay, so the notochord like structures only we can call it as stomogod. STOMOCHORD. It is nothing but a notochord like structure which is present in the buccal cavity. So it is the topmost portion of the organisms. There only we can see excretory unit also, buccal cavity also, heart also. All those things will present in the Probiasis itself. So what is stomogod? Stomogod is a structure just like a true notochord, but it is not a true notochord. It is just like a notochord, and it is present in the buccal cavity of the organisms. So that is only a characteristic of Hemichordata. So what is stomogod? Notochord like structure which is present in the buccal cavity is called stomogod. Is that clear? So now you have learned about Probiasis, protozoal, metazoal, mesozoal, and glomerulus, heart. And stomogod. What is stomogod? It is a notochord like structure which is present in the buccal cavity of the Probiasis of Melanogolysis is called stomogod. Is that clear? And next, the stomogod only if it is a notochord that does the work of vertebral column. So what we all comes under a vertebrate. So we have a backbone. So this Balancolysis, they don't have a true notochord. If true notochord is absent, something was done, some other organ will do the function, that is only stomogod, and it is the nothing but skeletal support. So stomogod only will give skeletal support for this Balancolysis. So that is the framework for skeletal system. Is that clear, children? And near to that we can see mouth. So this mouth region is present. Okay, this mouth region in the Probiasis event we can see the mouth region. And next to the Probiasis, that's all about the Probiasis. Next to that we can see the region, we can call it as collar region. Okay, in that collar only we can see mesozoal. And also ventral blood vessels, it used to come. Ventral blood vessels we can see, and also ventral nerve cord also will come. And next to the collar we can see a gill slits meant for respiration. Next to the collar we can see a gill slits, it is meant for respiration. And followed by metazoal. After metazoal we can see a hepatic sacs. What is hepatic sacs? It does the work of liver. So hepatocapsida we are telling, no, so it does the work of liver. So we can see a primitive structures in the Balancolysis after metazoal, like a sac-like structure. It does the work of liver, that is hepatocox, and followed by a dorsal blood vessels and dorsal nerve cord. At last we can see the anus. So that's all about the Balancolysis. So what and all you want to remember? Body is divisible into Probiasis, collar, trunk, and Probiasis have all those structures like excretory unit like glomerulus will be present in that, heart will be there, buccal cavity will be there, mouth will be there. So in the buccal cavity only we can see a notochord like structures called stomogod. It does the work of notochord. And it is the skeletal support. And followed by a collar where we can see mesozoal, and followed by a gill slits meant for respiration, followed by a metazoal, followed by a hepatocytes, does the work of liver, and we can see blood vessels and nerve cord, and at last we can see the anus. So that's all about the structure Balancolysis. Now look at the structures very beautifully. We can see the structure of Balancolysis. Okay, all marine worm-like structure. Actually, animals are unisexual only, and male will be separate, female will be separate, and reproduction is sexual. Fertilization is external. Already we have learned. No? And development is mostly indirect. Sometimes we can see direct also. It depends upon the animal group. Is that clear, children? So that's all about the characteristic regarding Hemichordata. We quickly revise what we have learned. Hemichordata, absence of true notochord. Okay, that work was done by the stomachord. Okay, stomachord, and it will be seen in the buccal cavity region. And we can see all those habitat, all are marine. Symmetry we have learned, level of organization, and respiration by gills. Circulatory system is open type. Excretion is present in Probiasis gland, and reproduction is we can see fertilization is external only. Monoecious also we can see, dioecious also we can see. Development is the indirect or direct, both also we can see, but most probably development is indirect only. And here I want to share one more concept, because in chordata we can see anal tail is present. Okay, anal tail is present in the chordate, but it is absent in the hemichordata. So hemichordata tail is absent. Instead we can tell it as a trunk. So you want to remember post anal tail is absent. Okay, because post anal tail is the characteristic of chordata. See the fifth point. Fifth point, no, post anal tail is the characteristic of chordata, but post anal tail is absent in the Melanogolysis. That is hemichordata. That's all about the characteristic regarding hemichordata. Next video, I will send a video on chordata. Thank you, children.